Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your G1 Climax 2022 Day 3 block match live reactions. And to clarify, we are not even reacting to all of the block matches today. We're only going to be reacting to two of them because, quite frankly, the other two don't interest us at all. One of them, Chase Owens versus Tama Tonga. The other one, David Finlay versus Yujiro Takahashi. We don't give a fuck about Chase Owens or David Finlay, and even though we would be willing to watch Tama Tonga and Yujiro matches, those guys as their opponents just does not interest us at all. I did catch that Tama Tonga beat Chase Owens, which immediately busts our brackets because I think we both had him losing.
No, I had Tama Tonga beating Chase Owens.
Oh, you had him beating... Oh, that's right, yeah. I know that we both had him beating Jay White on the final day, though. But anyway, busts my bracket at least. Regardless... I didn't see who won between Finlay and Yujiro because, frankly, I could not give a single shit about that. Couldn't even give a half a shit about it. But regardless, we're going to get into this first match, which is Archer versus Fale. We are at 2 hours, 14 minutes, 10 seconds on the English commentary version of the show. We hope that you can join us. I just saw Alex Foster in chat. That's lovely. He said that he thought that he would get home with enough time to watch all the G1 matches, and then he got hit with every red light on the way home. Well, the good news, Foster, is you can join us to watch these last two at the very least, because we are right about to get into it. Like I said, we're at 2 hours, 14 minutes, 10 seconds on the English commentary version of this show. And we're going to do it right now. 3, 2, 1, go. And now, Fale's music started, and he is making his way out.
This is going to be a hoss fight, folks. There's no doubt about that. Fale, a big man.
Yeah.
Archer, though, he ain't going back down.
And Craig gave us the FYI. Yujiro defeated David Finlay. So that's good. It's funny because I even specifically said we don't mind watching Yujiro and Tama Tonga matches, but the other two guys can fuck off. And the guys that we said that we'd be willing to watch their matches are the guys that won. So that's maybe a sort of positive sign at least, right?
I will say, though, that does bust my bracket, because remember, I didn't have Yujiro winning a single fucking match.
Oof.
I feel like you were the same way, weren't you? Because I remember you excitedly saying, like, oh, me too, dude. So I feel like you and I were both in that same boat.
Maybe, yeah. Yes, as a matter of fact, that is correct. Yep. So let me actually... who won between Shingo and Juice? It was Juice, right? Juice won?
It was Juice, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to fill that in. And then, okay, so the first match was Yujiro Finlay. 1-9. Then it was Tama Tonga Chase Owens. 2-10. That's right already. Then Archer Fale. 4-12. And then I can sort and get them correct. Boom, baby. Alright. And Yujiro won that. And Tama Tonga won that. So I got both of those wrong. But I'm happy to be wrong about both of those, honestly. That's perfectly fine by me. And here comes Archer. Lance Archer in his first match back in Japan in like 2 or 3 years. Because I forget, what was the G1 that he was in before that he was really cool? It was 2020, right? Or was it 2019?
I believe it was.
It might have been 2019 because I think it was the same one Moxley was in, right? So that would have been 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they had the G1 was super duper late in 2020, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. It was like October or September or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like during COVID, so there were no fans. Did we even watch the G1 in 2020? Holy shit! Fale immediately gonna go for I don't know, falling coconut, right? That's that move?
I thought the falling coconut was the either splash or the
headbutt.
Because the Tongan hand grenades, the choke slam into like the spike.
Yeah. Fale has gained a lot of weight. Holy shit, he's gotten huge. I mean, he's always been tall, but he was in really good shape there for a while, and he's just gotten gigantic. Jesus.
Archer, on the other hand, though, looks fantastic from where I sit. He
does. What did you say, Mom?
I didn't know he was that big.
Who?
That Fale guy.
He's 6'5", 300 plus pounds.
I didn't know that.
He might be closing in on 400 these days. I don't know. Honestly, he might be over 400 at this point. I really don't know. I love Archer with the birds. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Craig said that Archer's last match in Japan before today was the Texas Death Match against Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 1. So that would have been January 4th, 2020. So it was before.
Damn.
That was before the world ended. Holy shit, the back rake.
Fale fucking him up right now.
Archer is in really great shape. He's incredible. Do y'all realize how
Archer-
old this man is?
Isn't he like in his mid-40s at this point?
Lance Archer is 45, yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, unironically, especially if you're a pro wrestler, Archer is goals. Because if he stayed in that kind of shape, he could work into his early 50s, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Because his style isn't like that crazy, like, flips and stuff like that.
He does do
What an
flips, though. He
Irish
does a
whip.
fucking springboard moonsault, for fuck's sakes.
He does, like, pretty much a new school, right? Because he controls the arm and he does the
Yes.
moonsault off the rope.
Ooh, I love that you
So-
called it that. That's going to be my new name for that when he does it. Because he does it in almost every fucking G1 match that I've seen him in.
And that Irish whip to Fale, my God.
Yeah, that did the damage. It's crazy, too, because normally guys who work into their 40s are like the smaller, more technically sound guys. And Archer's a giant. He's literally like 6'6". He's been like near or around 300 pounds for most of his career. He's a big son of a bitch, and here he is still working at 45. And not just working, but looking amazing and working well and putting on great matches and in great shape. Like, goddamn, this dude's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll never forget back in the day, back in TNA, when he was the ticked off Texan Lance Hoyt.
Yeah.
He was
Always
like a,
felt, even back then, that he had potential. 'Cause he
yeah,
always had
dude.
the
He
size
was like
and the
a he
look.
was like a pretty boy back then, though. He had like more test vibes back then.
Yes, Test to me was like the fucking blueprint, and everything else that came after him was kind of the prototype. And it's
Yeah.
like I think Archer really came the closest to putting it all together.
Yeah, Archer, when he was the ticked off Texan Lance Hoyt, he was like, appearance wise to me, he was like somewhere between like Test's like build and size and height with fucking Buff Bagwell's face, because he looked so much like Buff Bagwell in the face to me. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But then like he worked more like the Undertaker, just like power and like crazy agile for his size and stuff like that.
I can just picture him like just watching a shit ton of tape, and he's like, okay, if I put all these people together, the worst I can do is the upper mid card.
Hey, you
I'm
landed
fucking
there.
set,
Congrats,
baby.
kid.
Yeah. Oh, what an Irish whip there by Fale.
Even better though, you landed in the upper mid card in motherfucking New Japan.
And more pointedly, in Suzuki-gun of all factions.
Hell
God
yeah.
damn. I mean, he even did shout out his Suzuki-gun brethren. So,
That's doing well for yourself right there.
when Suzuki respects you, I mean, you get to live. What's better than that?
Dude, not only do you get to live, but you get to live in a world where you don't have to be constantly looking over your shoulder.
Yeah. The referee trying to protect Archer from the steel chair. I don't know if this... Yeah. Oh, wow. Took it from Fale.
Where's
oh,
Fale
my
going?
God.
He's going to get another one, I think. Yeah, he just went and got another one. Ref grabbed it. Yeah, ref. Good job, Red Shoes. Yeah.
See, when I see officiating like this, there is no reason that Oedo Tai gets away with their bullshit. None.
But, John, they distract the ref. He doesn't see them using the weapons.
Yeah, he sees them doing their bullshit, and he should be like, look, I know what you're trying to do. You're not cute. Do this again, you're going to the back. And then they'd be like, fine. I mean, most of them are the size of literal children. Somebody needs to be the parent. Come on, ref. And Archer there, teeing off on Fale's face.
Yeah. Fale had it coming.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I am definitely more of a Archer fan than a Fale fan.
Yeah, for sure. I look forward to Archer's matches. Fale, give or take, you know, that kind of thing. I'm ambivalent towards Fale's matches.
Exactly.
That was a nice scoop slam, though. That had to hurt. That had to suck, honestly.
Yeah, not a good night for Archer right now. Hopefully by the end of it, it'll be a bit better for him.
Yeah, really. Foster. Foster said 2020 fell apart the second Liger retired.
Yeah, your beautiful existence was still able to keep it together, Foster. We salute you. Hope Liger is doing well. I hope he's enjoying that retired life.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's out of wrestling entirely. He's just done with in-ring competition. He's still...
Well, yeah, because I still see him doing like commentary for Stardom occasionally. And
yeah, I think he might even still do commentary for New Japan occasionally.
yeah, I mean, that's how you know somebody loves the business, because it's like, I may have to step down from this part, but I can still give this, and I might even be pretty good at it if for nothing else, because I have this wealth of experience to offer.
Yep, absolutely.
Wouldn't even be surprised if Liger got more up close and personal with the game at some point, being a manager. That'd be pretty cool if he was
That would be
managing
really
a junior.
cool.
Imagine like if he managed a future BOSJ winner.
He's gonna go for New School.
Oh my god.
Mom, you know how Undertaker does this? And then he just jumps off and slaps him in the shoulder? Look at what Archer does. Oh! That's not what he normally does. Maybe you'll see it some other time.
That's it. He got crotched? That's not impressive.
No.
No. He does a moonsault, and it's really cool, and he's big, and he shouldn't be able to do that, and he does.
Oh, man, Fale.
I saw it.
Samoan drop there.
Samoan drop.
2 count. Emphatic kick out by Lance Archer.
Fale just looking like, God damn, I didn't expect it to be this difficult.
I mean,
just like,
clearly.
let me win. Give me the 2 points.
Foster said, I do like Fale the human being, though. Yeah, he seems pretty cool. I'd like to...
Fale seems like a chill dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind hanging out with him.
I think I've even heard, like, he's clapped back at transphobes and stuff before, so, like, Underboss recognized.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Hoyt wants a blackout. I mean, Archer wants a blackout.
Nice knee there. See, a guy at that size being able to do stuff like that, he's so impressive. And again, at 45.
Can he do it? Fale is fucking huge.
He's going to take that girthy
he's going to do it.
And he's going to slam him
Holy
down
shit,
to the
the
canvas.
Garth. No, Fale's escaping. Damn.
Oh, right to the back again.
Oh, he avoided the splash, though. Here comes a boot. Oh, he hit him with the back elbow. Okay. Very Kevin Nash of him. I love it. Hard to prove.
You can see Archer. He's not quick to build on that offense. This match is starting to take its toll on him, too.
Are we going to get a 10 count?
10 count punches. That is a mistake in my mind.
1, 2, wait. San, shi, go, rok, shich, hach, gu, chu. Oh, but yeah, you were right. It was a mistake. It was a mistake, John. It was a mistake.
So we both get claps. And, oh, God.
He held on to Fale, though. He brought him out over with him.
If it was a battle royal,
Archer?
well, Archer still would have lost because he actually fell out first, but I digress.
What's Archer thinking here, though? That's what I want to know.
Maybe a jumping knee? He's stalking him, that's right. But he's like right near a chair. I wouldn't be surprised if he picked it up and just threw it at Archer or something. That referee looking at Archer like, hey, what are you doing? Stuff? God.
Oh, cannonball. He's awesome. Archer working his ass off out here, man.
Absolutely. He's earning his money today.
Hell yeah.
It'd be even better, too, and, like, obviously we wouldn't be privy to this, and we shouldn't be privy to this. But I do hope that Archer and every other guy that, like, works at that age, they really do it because they love it and not, like, a Ric Flair because they need it. Like, you should see, I don't even know if it's still the case, but, like, this whole Ric Flair last match thing, I know on, like, Fight TV and stuff, like, the price tag on it is insane to watch it. You can tell he needs the money bad. And so I'm hoping, like, an Archer and stuff is financially secure, because that's a double win right there.
Yeah. What kind of price tag are you talking?
God. Archer
Oh
got stunned
my
out.
god. Fale won by countout, you son of a bitch.
Boo! That finish sucked.
I am now 0-3 today.
God. I'm trying to beat the Heat. Meanwhile, this G1's beating my ass.
Beating your ass. I honestly don't even have your predictions recorded, so I don't know what you got right and wrong.
I have more L's than W's, sir. It's contrary to my very existence.
True.
Foster said Watto should have asked for Liger's mentorship, not Tenzon's. Foster, as
So
is
true.
per usual for your face, facts. Oh my god. I realize now the web series I've always wanted, and I know it can happen because he has a YouTube channel. Foster Face Facts. Oh my god. This needs to happen. This needs to happen.
Looks like we're getting Archer Lawler next Tuesday.
Fuck you, Fale. Cool human being again, but really didn't want to
And
see
we're
you get
getting
those 2 points.
Fale Cobb on Sunday. Ooh.
If I don't see a tour of the islands on his girthy ass, it was a waste.
I mean, we probably would have said that going into this match about the blackout, too, and it didn't happen, so.
I mean, and we would have been right. I mean, it was a fucking weird-ass count-out victory. Like, yeah, you're damn right it was a waste. I'll say it with my whole chest.
Foster again. He met Archer at a show once. He was really nice and cool, but he threatened to kick everyone's asses.
I mean, probably fair.
I'm guessing this is Goto, because I just saw someone with GTW on their shirt, and maybe that's like a new name for a finisher that he's using again. This
Maybe.
dude has more finishers than Brian Kendrick did.
Goto is low-key an innovator. I respect that
More
about him.
finishers than Hurricane Helms.
Yeah. Goto, Naito. Should be an interesting matchup.
Yes. Yes.
And shockingly, I did pick Goto to win, but if he does pull it out, you know, guess it wasn't that shocking after all. All right. There's Naito. Different look for Naito.
He looks amazing.
He looks a bit haggard. I can see
Oh.
what you mean about him needing time off.
So dude, fun Japanese fact of the day, the toe in Goto and Naito is the exact same kanji. So they're using them the same way.
But there can only be one.
Obviously not.
I can see now how high the stakes are. Thank you for illuminating that
they're
to
not
us.
that high.
They seem pretty high.
You seem pretty high.
I wish I was. It's probably heat stroke. It's inevitable.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
We need to get Abel to send you a Vornado too. Abel, bring your papa a Vornado.
No, Abel, I've seen how much those cost. I do have a window fan, which is helping me immensely. And really, the key is to stay hydrated. I've only had a little bit of water today, but I plan on getting a lot more when we're done this recording. Because thankfully, since it's only 2 matches, we're not going to be here that long. It's not even 5:30 yet. We'll totally get out of here before 6.
You're absolutely right that the key is to be hydrated, specifically in the very humid heat that we deal with. I mean, really heat in general. But in the humid heat that we deal with, you sweat a lot more. And it doesn't even get wicked off your body. So, yeah, you're losing a lot of your bodily fluid through sweat. So, yeah, keeping that replaced and replenished is definitely very important. So, yeah, that hydration goes a long way.
Absolutely.
TYL, Twitwow Universe. Dun, 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 dun. Man, Goto really is an innovator. We've been watching New Japan for, what is it now, like 7-ish years? I think we started in 2015, so like 7.5 years. And we've seen Goto use, 3, I think, different finishers in that time?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 if he debuts, or is using another one right now that we haven't seen, that's not the GTR.
Yeah. Goto, he's bringing a lot to the party.
And there he is. I picked Naito
Let's
to
see if
win
he can get it
this,
done tonight.
which means that Goto's winning.
Yeah. He needs to avenge himself after getting utterly bitched out by Tanahashi for that AEW interim world title shot.
You've also got to remember the regular old Shoten, which he used before the Shoten Kai.
Yes. Yes, that's true. Got to remember one year Goto actually did make the G1 final. That was the year Omega won it when he tied in the A block because I believe it was either Tanahashi Okada or Tanahashi Naito.
It was Tanahashi
Took
Okada.
themselves out of the Yeah.
Yeah, Goto had. I want to say Goto had more points. I want to say it was like he had 10 points and they each had 8. But if one of them won the match, they had both beaten him in the tournament, so they would have won the block. But they went to a tie, so he ended up having one more.
There's
point
the
for
bell.
One of them. Good call on the bell. But yeah.
Yeah, apologies for cutting you off there.
No, that's
but
how I remember it though. Is they both had basically 2 fewer points than Goto, despite having beaten Goto in the tournament. So all one of them had to do was beat the other, and they couldn't do it because they were, they went to a tie. So Goto ended up winning the block by 1 point.
Goto has legit always been one of my favorites. He's my second favorite Chaos guy behind Ishii, of course. I've always loved Foster that, like, you really love the underdogs. And it's not, like, just to be pretentious or contrarian. Like, you're really genuine in your love for performers that so many people overlook. I genuinely respect that. It's always been a very admirable quality of yours. As lock up here, Naito pushed against the ropes.
You know what, John? You're right, but he doesn't do it to the point that it becomes a meme like Super Blue and Kirby.
No, that's another thing too. He's super low key about it. That's what I mean about it, like being so genuine. Like I never question it. If he's like, "Oh, I like this guy," I'm like, "Yeah, I believe you," and I respect it, even if I don't see it, even if I don't think anything will come of it. Which God, I know that pain. Suzuki will never be IWGP Heavyweight Champion because New Japan just decided to hate me for reasons that I don't understand. Oh, that cuts deep, and we're seeing these two kind of feeling each other out here. Lock up. One thing I would like to ask Foster, like, what is it with those performers? Is there like a commonality between them? Like, when you think about, say, Ali and in WWE and Goto and New Japan, like, is there a commonality between what attracts you to them? Is it different for every performer? Like, I think I'm just trying to understand the criterion by which one gains Foster's fandom, because my face has been privileged to know it as well. So I'd like to know what we're doing right. Side headlock here by Goto, really working it over.
I really like Goto too, man. He makes wrestling feel real sometimes.
I mean, that's the thing. With Goto, my thing has always been, because I'll tell you, folks, I'm trying to beat this heat. I don't even know if I have it in me to, like, turn up and be just ridiculous, which may be a good thing. But, like, my thing with Goto has always been he's so solid in the ring. Like, everything he does. Like, when you talk about safe workers, I feel like he is a safe worker that doesn't get enough credit. Mainly, I implicate myself in this. Mainly because I always focus on Sonata as, like, the safest worker you could want to work with, and I do stand by that. But Goto, yeah, I'd trust my life to Goto in the ring. If I was a complete noob and Goto was my first match, I'd breathe a sigh of relief. I just don't know charismatically, and that's always the weird thing when you come into a product where a language barrier exists, because you and I could listen to 50 different English promos, and we'd know of all 50 whether we liked it or not. But with Japanese promos, unless there's subtitles, I don't know. I'd have to go by a different criterion, like body language or what. And I've never really remembered Goto having much personality for me. I go, well, there by
I
Naito,
think the thing with
forearm
Goto
there.
is that he cuts very traditional Japanese promos. So like, think like Japanese AJ Styles promo wise. Like AJ Styles promos are good, but they're very cookie cutter pretty much every time. I think that's pretty much along the lines of Goto's promos.
Yeah. Foster with an interesting answer here. He said, honestly, sometimes it's just a case of innovation. If I could tell someone is doing something different, but good, like Goto invents half his stuff and it's still legit, I can understand that, bro. Absolutely. I think that's why, like, Ash and I probably would have had a fucking field day with promotions like AJPW and stuff back in the 90s, like we've talked about before, if we had, like, a time machine. Because I think you were seeing so much innovated at that time that's still influencing wrestling today. So I absolutely get why you'd have an affinity for that particular thing. I think that's why I glommed on to Jomo so hard, because at the time when I was younger, I wasn't seeing anybody, work or do high flying moves the particular way that he was doing them. I think it's why we like Swerve now. Especially in this tag team with Keith Lee, we have been saying about Swerve for years. Nobody moves like that guy does. So yeah, I can definitely meet you where you're at there, bro.
You want to talk about
Recounting
innovation? Since you mentioned All Japan Pro Wrestling, I got to bring up All Japan Women's because holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. God, like, I don't know how more wrestling fans don't feel cheated. And mainly it's because they're like, my male gaze was satisfied, so I don't really care. But, like, if you're really in it for the wrestling, they were force-feeding you bra and panties matches and all that shit, when meanwhile Japanese women were having full-blown, like, fucking barbed wire death matches.
Dude,
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
even like that shit. But they were also just innovating their asses off. Like, seriously, dude, you go back and you watch, like, 91 to 96 All Japan Women's Wrestling, and you will see so much shit in those shows that if you watch literally any wrestling outside of that promotion during or before that time period, you would not ever see at all. They did so much new and innovative and creative shit then. It was insane.
Yeah. It's fucking wild, dude.
It's Joshi, dude. It's fucking Joshi. Japanese women's wrestling has just always been fire, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And apparently, before Moolah literally ruined the entire fucking industry, American women's wrestling wasn't that far behind Japanese women's wrestling. So fucking Moolah is literally the reason why we ended up getting like the bra and panties matches and shit in the 90s.
Does make you wonder though, like, I mean, fuck Moolah forever, and sometimes people, like, dying once just doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah.
But, like, it does make you wonder though, like, had they stayed on that trajectory, I wonder if we would look at, like, the Sasha Banks or the Beckys or even the Kyries and Asukas, when they came to America, any differently, because there already would have been a certain standard.
Yeah.
And I feel like, because they had to elevate the standard,
Yep.
they're looked at differently, and deservedly so. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, had we stayed on that trajectory, I wonder if they would have come off as mid to us relative to, wrestling staying on its course. It's always interesting to think about.
Sasha, yes. Because while I do think Sasha is excellent and really fucking good at what she does, I think that her style is very much like pre-rehearsed matches, planned spots ahead of time, like very like new age wrestling. Whereas if it had stuck on the trajectory it was, we probably would have been getting amazing, mostly improvised, which is like the old school wrestling way, women's wrestling matches for decades leading up to Sasha even existing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I think she would have probably seen as almost like a spot monkey. Like she would have been the fucking Osprey or like AJ Styles of the new era.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, it does really make you think.
Plus, there would have been more prominence of women's wrestling, and it would have been seen as a more serious sport, which also means that more serious athletes would have been interested in getting into pro wrestling, which means that we would have had like a higher bar for the athleticism of women in wrestling. Because like right now,
God.
the bar is so fucking low. Like, don't get me wrong. I like Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is really good for the business, but Becky Lynch does not have an athletic bone in her fucking body.
Right. Yeah.
All
Also,
three
not
of
to
the
take.
other horsewomen are athletic to varying degrees. I think, as much as it sucks to give Charlotte any credit, she's probably the most athletic of the other three. But
Well, I was even gonna say, like, not to take the conversation in a douchey direction, but I do even wonder if wrestling would have stayed on the trajectory before Moolah in America, if we would have even been more critical, like, and I say we in the general wrestling fandom sense,
right,
of Charlotte, because I feel like so many people get a pass because for so long the bar was eating dirt,
yep,
and like, I don't know.
When the bar's Kelly, Charlotte Flair doesn't look that bad.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly it, right? So yeah, it just really makes you think what history could have been.
Yeah, because like, if you think about it, when the women's division is presented as either A, meant for the male gaze, or B, a comedy division, or C, a piss break segment, what self-respecting woman is going to see that shit and be like, oh yeah, I want to get in on this? Or even, oh yeah, I can make this better. Like, it's not going to be a thing, really.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think they'd look and they'd be like, especially those with athletic backgrounds, they'd be like, look, I'll go pro or I'll train for the Olympics. Like, I'll get sponsorships another way. I don't need the WWE
I fucking
machine.
love Goto, man. Did you see that? He followed Naito into the ropes, popped back out, hit him with a big old lariat. That looked so clean.
Yeah, beautiful.
That is one thing that Goto does that, like, I've pointed out before, but I feel like goes really unappreciated and underappreciated. His rope work is very unique. Like, there are dudes who will follow their opponents into the ropes and come out and try and catch them by surprise. Nobody does it more often or more cleanly than Goto, though.
Yeah, I would agree with that, actually. Bulldog there.
Goto is like a master of illusion in a way that Tama Tonga wishes.
Foster said, and now I miss the bar. Yeah. Solid tag team. Still really wish that they would have done more with Cesaro in singles, but so far in AEW, I think
I do not miss the bar at all, mostly because I really liked Cesaro in singles, and that was supposed to be a feud, and then they ended up teaming, and I never really liked that.
I'm gonna be blunt. Nothing against Sheamus, because I've actually been giving him a lot of credit on this recent run, so it's not like I'm trying to hate on the dude. But I feel like when the bar was formed, Cesaro had so much momentum at the time.
Yeah.
And I just look at the bar as doing a greater service to Sheamus than Cesaro. Like, that benefit was not equal at all. Like,
I definitely see where you're coming from, and I think I agree with you, actually.
Yeah, it's like, no, Sheamus, you're being done the favor here, and Cesaro isn't necessarily being done a disservice, but, like, his momentum is stalled now, so in a way, yeah, it is a disservice.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much exactly.
Goto got to the ropes there.
Naito has been trying really hard to get a submission win here, though. I don't know if you noticed, but this is, I think, the second major submission that he's attempted to get a win with.
Maybe he's just practicing because he knows he's got that match with Zach down the road, and he wants to get all the prep in beforehand.
First of all, I had that exact thought, and I was going to say it, so I'm glad you said it out loud first. But also, part of me wonders if this is like him changing his style so that he can wrestle injured and just be able to deal with it.
Yeah, I guess so.
God, now I want to live in an alternate universe where Moolah and no Moolah-like figure ever existed.
Yeah. I'd like to live in that universe and one that, just in general, really, which would mean going beyond capitalism, just didn't have such a toxic fucking work culture. Because I was even going to say, like, if Naito's changing his style, cool, but, like, I'd prefer if he just be well-rested. If he still wants to wrestle that style after he's rested, cool, but I don't want him to, like, break down on my account.
Yeah.
I ain't worth it, bro.
It's little shit, right? It's little shit like that, like fucking Moolah. Like, if she wasn't around, where would the world of wrestling be today? I feel like it would be so much more legitimate and so much more respected, but then there's other little stuff, like what if George Bush losing the 2000, popular vote would have actually led to him losing the election, and we would have had Al Gore in 2000, Like...
Yeah.
That's a huge thing because Al Gore was very progressive on like climate change and shit. He literally got like made fun of for his staunch views on climate change, and like I have to wonder like where would we be now if he won that 2000 election? Would he have gotten reelected in 2004? Would 9/11 have happened? How would he have handled 9/11? That kind of shit, you know?
Oh, absolutely. To keep it to wrestling, I have to wonder where the state of the business, especially in America, obviously most immediately, but I do believe that other companies take notice of what's happening. What a counter by Goto! What the fuck? Wow. Okay, Goto, that was really cool. I have to wonder, like, if the U.S. government actually beat Vince in that steroid trial, because it was said that he transferred ownership of the company to Linda because he didn't think he was going to win, like at all. Like he was that deathly afraid of the guilty verdict, and if it actually would have been handed down, I wonder what would have happened to the business today. Maybe we would have just ended up here with Stephanie kind of in control. Maybe not much would have changed. But yeah, like, it's just really funny how things work out. Man, Goto's working this hold right now.
I wish that something like that alternate histories app on the one episode of Love, Death, and Robots where they showed all of the different ways that Hitler could have died. I wish something like that existed. I wish something like that was a real thing. And I wish that we could see like different alternate histories for what if this one little thing was tweaked. Like what if this one little person wasn't around, or what if this person died, or what if this person didn't die, or like that kind of stuff. What if 10 more people did this instead of that, or little stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so intrigued by that, but unfortunately, this is the universe we live in, and we're stuck with it. Fuck.
Wow, that's uncharacteristically honest and then even a tad cynical for you. Normally, I'm the one that kind of drops that hammer, but you dropping it caught me a bit off guard. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I guess you're welcome.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
Nice.
For him there, my nice. Little baby squee is a treat for you all. God, y'all, I haven't shaved in so long. Y'all growing beards out there? Holler if you hear me.
Bro.
Forearm by night.
I pulled a beard hair out the other day. It was like 3.5 inches long. It's getting out of control.
Oh my god.
The shitty thing is my beard can get long, like especially like down like near my chin hair and like right under my chin. It can get really fucking long, but it's not thick, it's not coarse, it's not dense. It's fucking annoying.
Bro, in a way, like, obviously I was pissed when my appointment recently got canceled. But another way, I ain't gonna front with y'all. I was relieved. I was so fucking unkempt and unput together. I'd go into that office, they'd be like, "Are you okay?" Yes, but no.
I'm seeking therapy, no worries.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I feel like you just looked down in Sonder.
Yeah. No, it's just, I mean, you're not wrong. It's just, one, it's a long wait. And then two, like, God. Everybody's doing teletherapy now, which in a way is good, but I always prefer the intimacy of, like, being in the office. I feel like I could just fully be uninhibited there.
Oh, I just read an amazing math joke. I wish Mark was here.
Oh, damn. You should tag him in the Discord and share it with him.
I'm gonna say it out loud here and see if it lands on anyone here. I only believe in 12.5% of the Bible. I guess that makes me an 8th theist.
Okay, that was clever. In fact, okay, a little chuckle it got from me. Mark will definitely appreciate it.
Yes.
Wow, yeah, you know Moolah's fucked. Even Foster said fuck Moolah. When you lose Foster, you practically lose everything that matters. Way to be worthless, Moolah. You fucked it all up. So, Foster, since you're here, and I only have a limited number of just asinine questions I can ask you per recording when you show up, who has the greater odds? Ash becoming a Pokemon Master, or Ishii winning a G1? Break it down for us.
I'm telling you, man. Neither one's ever gonna happen.
Wow! First of all, okay. Second of all, flying forearm by Naito.
I really thought, that really had the energy of, first of all, rude.
Yeah, I wanted to, but I thought that'd be a concession. So then I'm like, you know what the ultimate concession is? Actually conceding. Destino spinning variation is not gonna do it. No, it's not, because you need to wrist clutch, Mark. I'm sorry, Naito, you didn't deserve that. I love you. It's like 85 degrees, and yet I don't envy Craig, because I know he's got it so much worse.
Didn't Ash technically already win a Pokemon League? Didn't he win? I mean, technically he won the Orange Islands, but nobody counts that shit. But didn't he also win the Alola League?
I think he did. I kind of want to be a petty bitch, but one, I don't have nearly the Pokemon authority to pull it off. And two, Foster's here, so he could actually talk about the quality and the credibility of the wins. Oh, man. Foster said, I cringed, chuckled, and then full-on laughed at that math joke. Pretty much my exact same bodily process. Oh, God. Because sometimes Ashton will tell those jokes where at first I'm like, that wasn't funny, fuck you. Like, way too visceral. Then I'll chuckle a little, then I'll give in. And I know he delights in it way too much. Fuck. Okay, I just heard that. We all heard that. Suck it back in.
Did you just do a little thing there?
Okay, wait. Now I need to suck it back in. Hold on. Okay. Second of all, I don't even know how we're gonna do these fucking morning recordings coming up, because with that come out, we
Friday
are
night
fucked.
and Saturday night.
Yeah, Friday night and Saturday night. Yeah, we are fucked.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't have a good feeling about it. This fucking heat, everything else. I mean,
But dude, it's gonna be
Saturday's
cooler then, because it's gonna be nighttime.
I mean, you'd think, but then like morning will start to come, temperatures will start to rise, and I might start turning up incoherently.
Bro, I don't know how to tell you this nicely, so I'm just gonna say it. You realize that the temperature dips to its lowest around 5 or 6 in the morning, right?
I mean, yes, but then I don't know, because then it'll start rising when I'm in my deep sleep. I don't know, it's gonna fucking throw me off. I'm hoping I'll be able to nap. That's always a concern, and that's not even much due to heat. That's just more a personal thing.
Oh shit! That was nice. That was like an elbow drop into an AA, like an AA into an elbow drop. It was like a super GTR, and it didn't even win the match. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're not totally wrong, but it wasn't like over the knee. It wasn't like a final cut Ushigoroshi.
Oh,
that
can
I
you
would
imagine?
consider like.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you imagine if you combine those two moves? If you combine the GTR with the Ushigoroshi and did that over his knee, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, that would just win every match. Speaking of winning the match,
Naito. Oh fuck! He dropped his ass right on his head.
yeah, that might be it. Naito might win this here.
Oh, wind him up, wind him up. There we go. Destiny. Nope.
Oh.
Shoten Kai.
Oh,
He got Shoten Kai.
oh wow.
Holy shit! We were just talking about that move, and he hits it. That's awesome.
Foster, if Goto wins, I just want to go on record and say it'll be entirely because of your beauteous existence and positivity. So, you're welcome, Goto. You're welcome. Okay, are you all right over there, like mentally? What's going on over there?
I'm turning out in a really silly, goofy, wholesome way. What's wrong with that?
I mean, that's it. That's fucking it.
2, 3. Goto did win. It's all because of Foster and me picking Naito.
I mean that too, but 95% Foster.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Great job, Foster. Your man did it, and it's all because of your friendship. I might have actually learned the right lessons from this.
I literally even said in chat, Goto won?
He did! He did,
That was
friend!
so fucking anime of Foster. Goto won?
It was like
Goto-sama?
it was like the tenderest Nande I've ever
I know.
heard in my life.
Goto-sama?
Yeah.
And then he goes, I mean, I love him, but Goto won?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, Goto wrecked the neck,
Yeah,
and he
Goto
got the
did
3
win,
count.
and Naito, my god, this man is a shell of his former self. I miss real Naito.
The rise and fall still of Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah, god damn.
Streaming now on New Japan World.
Bro, watch him win the fucking tournament.
Dude, honestly, I would laugh so hard for 2 reasons. One, because Naito, he is fantastic, and I root for him in all things. But 2, what a fuck you that would be to what I just said. Like, he wins the tournament, and he's like, hey, John, that whole joke you did, yeah, you think you're cute? Yeah, you're nothing. I'm the next world champion. Fuck you.
God, that would
Sorry,
be
Naito.
shades of King Corbin, wouldn't it be?
Oh, God. Dude, there are people that want Corbin to be world champion, and I'm like, can you live
I mean,
with being
yeah,
wrong
there are
that
people
long?
who want wrestling fans to suffer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
There are people
Dude,
who think Austin Theory is good because people hate him, because he's a heel.
oh, God. You know, when you said there are people that want wrestling fans to suffer, it's kind of scary that Dominique Adams is the first person that came to my mind. No, Dominique, why would you do this? We love you.
He loves us too. He just loves Schadenfreude even more.
I don't know if that's healthy. That's coming from me.
Oh, it's
like,
definitely not healthy, but it's also, humans are complex, right?
oh, God. Oh, God. My talking points have been normalized. Oh, God. Naito going to the back. This is going to be a Japanese promo, so I guess we could cut it out here. Wow, what an easy day of fucking G1.
Not even an
2
hour.
matches.
You'll love to see it.
You really fucking do. Holy shit. Wow, Foster again with the facts. Foster Face Facts, I'm telling you. The premier web series to ever grace YouTube. Yeah, we already have Dom Mysterio. We've suffered enough. So, yeah, guys, that was G1. See you in a little over 2 hours for AEW Dynamite. That goes from 8 to 10. And then, yeah, that's it for tonight. So we'll go deeper into, like, other recordings after Dynamite. Not going to do the whole reprisal when we can get out of here, or the whole breakdown. So just, yeah, like the video, subscribe, click the bell icon so you never miss any of that goodness. Check out everything we're involved in the description box. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch. And, yeah, we'll see you tonight at 8. So, Ashton, please take us home.
Alrighty, everyone. We hope you enjoyed these 2 G1 matches. They were, reasonable fun. We were talking over both of them, but I enjoyed pretty much both of them for what I saw. Thought they were, especially the main event. They were both fun, though. I don't want to take away from the semi-main, although Fale's looking rough. We hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, remember to like the video, subscribe, click the bell, follow us, and, of course, if you'd like to support us, you can subscribe on Twitch, buy our merch on Spring, donate to our Patreon, and share this channel and this video with all your wrestling fan friends and let them in on the best kept secret in the YouTube and Twitch wrestling communities. That's right. We are TwitWow, and we are the workhorses of the YNTWCs, and we will be back here in just a couple hours to live react to Dynamite tonight. And then the next 2 days, we have 5 p.m. Stardom recordings. Of course, then Friday night, we've got AEW Rampage live reactions. And then even later Friday night into Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Saturday morning, we will be live reacting to Stardom Showcase Volume 1. Then Saturday evening at 8 p.m., we've got G1 Climax 32 Day 4 block match live reactions. And then we will be staying up late again Saturday night because at 2 a.m. Sunday morning, we have got Stardom Midsummer Champions in Nagoya. So that should be a lot of fun as well. And then, again, Sunday evening, G1 Climax 32 Day 5 block match live reactions. And our next day off is next Monday. So, Then we've got G1 on Tuesday and Wednesday, Dynamite Wednesday, of course, and then July Q&A is not tomorrow, but the following Tuesday. We are that close, or Thursday, I mean Thursday. We are that close already to Q&A. That's kind of insane. July's almost fucking over. We are in the back half of July. That blows my mind. So we hope you're all looking forward to all that stuff, and of course, we hope that you're all able to remember to stay tuned.